In this week's video, it's time to lift out. We do our Coppercoat repairs to the keel and touch up a few spots on the hull. After asking for just a gentle push on our starboard side, the Marina takes us on a goose chase.
What's he doing?
And he tries to pull us into open water while the passerelle is down and Impavidus is still tied off to the dock. And we employ a film crew who have their own opinions of why we're out the water.
So, what Ant's really doing in the background here is he wants to try and keep up with the Benetos. So he's getting his hull smoothly sanded, all nice and clean, the keel redone.
We asked the Marineros just to give the bow of Impavidus on the starboard side a little nudge in the strong winds, so we didn't run over the next door's slime lines. Unfortunately, he got over enthusiastic and tied his dinghy to the anchor of Impavidus and then started to try and pull us out. It was a bit of a palaver, but hey ho. Once in open water, we're quite able to steer ourselves. It's just our bow thruster isn't working, or wasn't working at the time. But he then proceeded to take us on a merry dance around the Marina for 25 minutes or so. And the reason for that was there was still a boat in the lift. And we told him that we're fine, we're okay. But he insisted. Yeah, I kind of thought, well, can't do any harm. But in the end, it got just too much as he was losing control of the boat. Ryan from Sailing Sunday had set up his 360 camera to film the whole event, and well, you can see here a couple of times the guy nearly put us into the concrete dock and the aluminium cruiser tied up outside the lift. Well, I wasn't happy, to say the least. The French cruiser in the travel lift had only just been put in the water and is probably checking his through holes, etc.
And they could be 20 minutes checking their through holes and that.
Finally, after pushing Impavidus around for about half an hour and pulling us by our anchor, well, he then tried to tell me what I needed to do.
I tell you what, take the line off, I'll steer. Take the line off, I'll steer, because I can steer it f***ing better than you.
So while he was pushing and pulling us around, the anchor that he's now standing on was smashing up against the front of Impavidus and did some damage to the front of the boat, which I then had to repair. Eventually the French couple came out, and slowly but surely we managed to get in under control. Meanwhile the Marinero had buggered off.
Is it counting down? Is it counting? Do you see
flashing?
like a clock?
Flashing? I can't.
You know how when it's recording it says like 1 second, 2 seconds?
Oh no, it's not doing that.
The guys set up the lifting strops in exactly the right places. They were really good, very conscientious. And this is how it looked on Ryan and Brittany's 360 camera. Once we were out, the first thing to do was let the keel dry out and rub down the Coppercoat. So I've been around with some green tape. You see there's a couple of places where it looks like the diver went through with his scraper. So I just marked them with green tape, and when I've got a little bit on the roller on each of the 5 coats, I'll put a little
blob on there and then just rub them down before we launch. Up there, my faux pas, I washed the sink out with muric acid to clean all the stainless and all the pipes out. I forgot to wash the side of the boat down afterwards, and of course all our drains come out above the waterline, so it actually ate away at the Coppercoat. So I've sanded that down, put a piece of tape on there, that's ready to take some more. A couple of other places, another little dig there, again looks like a scraper, another dig there, and a couple of digs around the edge of the tunnel. I've sanded out the tunnel. So 5 years since, sorry, 6 years now, 6 years since the Coppercoat was put on, and it's performed absolutely brilliantly on the outside. We have only ever rubbed it with a green scratchy, and a couple of little places I've just tidied it up last time we were out. So this is the first time it's ever had a decent rub down. We did this all over with 120. Still plenty of thickness on there. So 6 years.
A few days later, the boat had been sitting in 32 degrees Celsius of heat, so the keel was drying out. The sandblasting that we'd been promised wasn't available. It wasn't available anywhere, not even at Port de Pêche. But the 40 grit flapper wheel on a grinder seemed to do the trick, and it didn't take very long to cut through and right down to the cast iron. That's taken about 40 minutes to strip off. There's no particular pattern other than where the primer seems to be debonding the most is where there's grinder marks in the keel. You should never use a grinder on a keel, you should use a flapper wheel or sandblast it, but you know, clearly there's loads of marks there, and I'm going to have to take all those out. Not by abrasion, but once it's treated I'll have to flatten it all in, which is a pain in the arse. But yeah, about 45 minutes to do that with a 40 grit on a 4-inch grinder. I'll finish it off in a minute. So it's now just on 9 o'clock, about 10 past 9. One of the key ways to ensure that you get your work done quickly, of course, is to get one of your Patreons to come and do the work and tell them that it's character building, that they'll enjoy it. Isn't that right, Ryan?
Oh, how's it look?
Yeah, you got all the moves, mate. You got the moves like Jagger. I was just saying, the best way to get the work done quickly is always to get someone else to do it.
Yeah. Now you get yourself a Ryan.
Nearly there, mate.
Yeah.
Another 10 minutes and she'll be good.
Well, you work 45 minutes. Nice and black.
So this chemical is based on phosphoric acid. Ideally, I'd like to have sandblasted it, but we can't get sandblasting here. But taking it off with a grinder is not the way to do it. It must be a flapper wheel. You know, otherwise you're just going to dig holes everywhere, and you must treat that rust. But jobs are good now. See those little patches where it was, it's worked its way right in. And just go over it in the places where it's really badly pitted. If you look at this one here, you can see it's already penetrated right in that little spot, and we just go in again, let it suck in, work it right in. Look at that.
Looking good.
Proper chemicals, you need industrial chemicals.
So what Ant's really doing in the background here is he wants to try and keep up with the Benetos. So he's getting his hull smoothly sanded, all nice and clean, the keel redone. I think he's wasting his time really. top couple. And it's good we've well, no, it's good actually. Like Ant said, we've become patrons of these guys, so they've really helped us and given us some sound advice that we'll hold forever now. And I'm proud to be a patron of theirs. Actually, to be honest with you, this is a plug for Sailing Sunday. Like and subscribe on Sailing Sunday. No, honestly, these guys have been fantastic, and I highly recommend you guys jump on, sign up the Patreon. It's got good knowledge. I mean, look at him, grinding his keel. Not happy at the moment, but he's getting it done. So basically what the engineer says is you paint it with the white stuff, it goes black, give it a coat of the other stuff, and then any foul, boom, Bob's your uncle.
There we are, that's coat number 3 now. We faired it using the same epoxy paint and filler, filling medium, so that there's no dissimilar material in there. It's not absolutely superly smooth, but it's certainly better than it was, if you remember what it was like in that previous video, part of the video. So that's coat number 3. And we'll leave that overnight. It's about 28 degrees here. The sun's just coming round. You can see it's come up pretty decent. Right, time for a beer. Oh, there we are. Just about done. Boat goes in tomorrow at 10. That's Wednesday. Today's Tuesday. We've had 48 hours for the Coppercoat to dry off the patches where those little dinks were. The little bits I marked with green tape. We've had six coats and 6 coats to the keel. I polished the top sides, and as always in the harsh morning light, although the top sides have come up really nice, there's 2 places up here where I haven't buffed the polish off, so I'll get the stand around here in a minute and get up there with the polishing bonnet. The other thing was, this is about 12 foot high, 13 foot high, something like that, above that line, and I just couldn't reach it. Big polisher I've got weighs about 20 pounds. It's a Stayer industrial polisher, and it's big and heavy, and despite my trick of a bucket of water on a pulley to balance it, it was just too far up. Couldn't reach it without any issues. She's had that sanding all over with 120. So it's 6 years now, so 6 years without having to put any anti-foul on. It's not bad. I've done the tunnel, new blades on there, tested that's working. You can see the Coppercoat's still got a shine on it here. Tomorrow morning we'll just get some Scotch Brite, just open that up to activate it, I want it to have time to cure fully. A little bit at the front there. Around that side. They're all done. Got a really good shine. And I used a 3M machine polish for that, which is turned out pretty good. Got all the stains out the waterline. Got a few little scratches, don't know if you can see them here. And that is from our dinghy, from our rib. It's the where the oars stick over the side. The little plastic knobs that hold the oars on are quite a hard plastic, and they've scratched the waterline. And unless I really cut that back, which I don't want to do, maybe I'll do it at some point, but I don't want to do. At the moment, they're going to have to stay. Chain's all out. Chain locker will get washed tomorrow morning before 10. The decks are absolutely filthy, but yeah, you can see there's a lovely shine on that. Very happy with that. So we're just about there. Can't remember how many days it is now. I'll have to put something down in the doobly-doo how many days we've been out. The Coppercoat needs 48 hours to cure, which it will have had by 3 o'clock this afternoon, and then 72 hours, and that's all based on 20 degrees Celsius. It's currently 32 degrees Celsius here at the moment in Tunisia. So yeah, there we go. Oh, and that little patch that I did underneath under the water outlet, you see that it's gone on. Got 6 good thick coats on there, and again we'll just scratch that up before she goes back in. A couple of bits on the leading edge of the rudder done, and the trailing edge. No nicks, just it's worn away where we've scraped it over the years, and because this, you know, it's quite a fine detail there. But yeah, there we are. Job's a good one. A few more little things to do as the sander starts in the background. Got all these splashes to come off. You can see we've rubbed that over as well. We've got to get out of here tomorrow at 10 because he's going to paint that boat next to us red. So Donut just tried to park in the slipway of the crane. So first thing I'll have to do is check the toilet valve, the seacock, and then prime the raw water inlet for the engine. Then all should be well.
Is that right, Ant?
What's that?
Just say yes. Is that alright?
Yeah, no, that's right.
Yeah.
Whatever you said.
So like I said, the Benettos are faster. Oh shit. Looking good, eh? It's like a mirror. It looks slimmer in here. So look at that, eh? Typical engineer, huh? Going over the bit that I've already done. He doesn't trust me. final piece there, Ant just grinding it away. Looking good. Check out the other side. Look at that, eh? Looking much sexier now. It'll be almost as fast as Sunday.
Epoxy coat number 1. Hi everyone.
Hi folks, we're back in the water.
Yay!
No leaks.
It was a novelty living in an apartment for 12 days.
Yeah, we had a
With a
love.
bath.
Yeah, with a bath, and
But so glad to be back on the boat,
yeah,
honestly.
we really are.
Yeah.
We stayed. The apartment was pleasant. It was just
It was very basic.
very basic
Self-catering type
thing. Yeah, we had some lovely sunsets out the front. I'll put a clip at the end of this so you can see them. What else? What else has happened? Oh, we can't go back to Europe at the moment because the Europeans have put Tunisia in the red zone, even though they have lower cases and lower deaths than some of the places in Europe. So we're kind of stuck here for a little while.
Well, we can leave. I mean, they won't stop us leaving.
But we
Our
can't.
nearest place that we can actually get into with a negative PCR test is Albania, which is
With a yeah, not a positive
no,
one.
not a positive one.
A negative PCR
Which is
is
about
Albania.
5 days sail.
5
from here.
days sail from here. We can't get back into Licata, Sicily at the moment. They just won't take anyone who's a non-EU national, full stop. So we are likely to be a vessel in transit probably
The next 14 days.
the next week or so. I think we'll be leaving here, and we'll just have to roam the high seas.
It's been quite good fun.
We've got a new Patreon.
Oh yeah, welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard. We won't say who you are because we haven't heard that you're okay with being named at the moment, but welcome aboard. You know who you are. Of course, Sailing Sunday joined us 2 weeks ago as patrons. It's great to have them on board and have their support. If you haven't visited their YouTube channel, go and visit them now. They are great fun.
They're crazy.
They're crazy. They are crazy. They do some fantastic work with animals. Go and watch them, support them. That's about it, really.
That's about it, because I'm going swimming now.
Yeah, so thank you to all our patrons. As always, these videos simply wouldn't be made without your support. We just couldn't do it. So thank you, and if you'd like to become a patron, there's a link down there in the description.
Sail safe.
You can't say that yet because I haven't done website.
Oh,
Website.
Right.
Go to the website, svimpavidus.com. There's lots of downloads, technical stuff, blogs, bits and bobs. Go and have a read of that, and you're welcome to use any of the stuff there as long as you credit us. The details on copyright at the bottom, it's all stuff. But until next time,
Sail safe.
sail safe.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
So we just walked out to give Oscar a wee last wee of the evening. Oh, there's a bat flying out over there. Look at that for a sunset. Look at that. What do you reckon, babe? Brilliant. It's absolutely amazing. So I'll just turn around. We've just walked outside the apartment. We've had a cracking day on the boat, well ahead of schedule. I can't believe that. Let's that is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Hurry up, Ted, I want to wee.
Hot tomorrow.
I want to wee, Dad. Sod your sunset. Take me to the beach.